feel free to reach out and ask questions, even if you feel that something runs in your mind later on. So let me start by explaining what feng shui is. We all know what vastu is. We are very aware of vastu shastra in India. Feng shui is very similar to vastu in concept. In theory, they are very different. Um, while vastu is based on directions, feng shui is based on colors and sections of your home. So every home in feng shui is divided into 9 sections, and every section has its own color. So, for example, and we use a Bagua map for that. I think I have one here to show you, and I can share this on WhatsApp with you all too. It looks like this. So you see, this is how we divide. I think it's upside, it's flipped over because of the camera, but I'll send you a copy of it.
We can see it.
Okay. So you see, our house is divided into wealth, which is purple. It's divided into family, knowledge, career, health, fame, partnership, children, and travel. And each of these sections of the house have a different color. Now, when we place that color in that section of the house, that brings a lot of positive energy in our house. So, for example, if somebody has health issues in their house, using yellow color in the center of their home is very beneficial, for example. And I will not go in details about Bagua at this point. That may be a lesson for another time. But right now, I really want to focus on what we can do in these trying times to help us feng shui wise. So, I was listening to some of the conversations that somebody was having about people in India and about stress and everything going on there. One thing I would like to tell you is talk as little as possible about negative stuff in your house. If you have to talk to a relative or a friend, try to go outside your house and talk, because your home is taking the energy of everything you are talking and thinking, and that energy stays inside the house. We still haven't started opening our windows because of the cold weather, that energy gets stuck. So try not talking about anything negative to anyone amongst yourself inside your house. And let's say there is not an option, but you are talking to a relative at night, and obviously you cannot go out in the cold and talk to them. Try to crack a window of your room and burn some incense when you are talking to someone in India. That will give you a protection from the negative energies that are surrounding us these days. So the other thing is, always try to talk something positive. For example, saying things like, you know, make sure you wash your hands, otherwise you'll get COVID. That may not be a right thing to tell your friends or family or children. Just saying that, please make sure you wash your hands, is good enough. The more you use this word, the more you are creating the energy of this word around you. So, talking as little as possible about anything negative is the best thing at this time. Fear creates fear. So, if you are more fearful, people around you will be more fearful. Yes, the times are not good, and everybody is going through situations. Somebody told me today morning that we have 6 cases of the second strand in Minnesota already. Repeating these things again and again and talking about it again and again is not the best thing to do. Now, how can you protect yourself from COVID or the negative energy or the talks in these times? So I'm going to give you a few remedies that you can use, which are right in your kitchen actually. Using clove, long, जिसे हम बोलते हैं, जो हम खाने में यूज करते हैं, is actually antiviral. So go outside your house, find the 4 directions, east, west, north, south, and dig in 2 cloves in each direction. That will kind of make a silent protective boundary around your house so that nothing can enter your house. Anything negative will not enter your house, especially if it is viral related. So remember one thing, cloves are always kept in doubles. So you cannot keep one, you either have to keep 2 or 4 or 6. So just digging 2 in each direction of your home outside. You can use a compass, or I have an app on my phone which tells me the directions. So that is very beneficial. Again, if you are going out to Target, or if you're going out anywhere in a public place, make sure you keep in a muslin cloth or a small cloth potli. You can put long in it in pairs. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and keep it in your pocket or purse. That will also create a protection around your aura, because the aura of a clove goes 6 feet outside of you. So if you have that in your pocket, that will really help keep all the negativity outside of you. Most of us have been vaccinated now, and we are still using the mask. So we must not underestimate the usage of face masks at this point. But definitely, these are the small tips that can help you. The other thing that is really beneficial is clove oil. So you can dip some clove, a cotton ball in a clove oil, and just gently touch it on the sides of your nostrils, and that will ensure that you are breathing in only the purest of air and not anything that has a virus in it. Putting a bindi of clove oil on your forehead actually brings clarity of mind and reduces stress and depression. So, the times are so hard. We are hearing bad stuff from everywhere. If you go to bed with a dot of clove oil on your forehead, not only will it give you a nice, peaceful sleep, but it will also ensure that you are not drowning in anything that is negative. So that is another benefit of clove oil. Does anybody have any questions?
I do, Kanika, you're saying carry the clothes in a cloth. Can you put it like a tissue or something? Would that work too?
No, it has to be cloth. A cotton or a muslin is best, because the energy of pure materials helps. See, the paper will block the clove energy. It's the cloth which kind of does not block it and still keeps it protected. So definitely, even a hanky, the normal handkerchief that we have at home, that is fine. Or now we're not using any gloves, but if anybody has a wool glove, they can put cloves in it and put it in the purse or pockets. That was a really good question.
Manju aunty, unmute yourself.
Any other questions?
Yeah, it should be colored or white.
It doesn't matter. Anything is fine. Anything is fine. It's totally fine. So I would like to go ahead now and talk a little bit about grounding techniques that will help us stay more stable in these times. And this is something you can share with your friends and family in India also, about cloves and about grounding. Basically, what's happening these days is that our root chakra, so we have 7 chakras inside our body, starting right from the crown chakra in our head to the root chakra, which is what we sit on. Right now, you're sitting on your root chakra. These testing times have brought our root chakra in a lot of turmoil. We don't feel safe. We don't know how long the situation is going to last. We don't know what is going to happen to our family, if they're going to be safe or not. All of this is creating our root chakra to be in stress, constant stress, and that is making our bodies very vulnerable. So there is brain fogginess. Samajh mein nahi aata ki what should we do, or what is the right thing to say to someone, or should we be worried because somebody else is in pain? So there is confusion. There is a lot of stress and confusion during these times. One thing that you can really do to avoid that is by grounding yourself. How do you ground yourself? by walking barefoot on earth. So if you have a piece of land outside your home, just remove your shoes and stand on the grass without anything on your feet. And this is something that our ancestors used to do in the past. They used to say walking in the morning grass is very good for your eyes, and it is very good for your eyes and nose and throat issues. It's also very good for grounding. If you have a tree around your house or in your property, try to sit with your back against the bark. That is extremely grounding, and that tree absorbs all the negativity, pain, stress out of your body. So the bark of a tree is very powerful. Tree hugging, sitting next to a tree, all these things are very positive for our bodies, because at the end of the day, we are made of the same stuff. We are made of wood, fire, earth, air. And when we are in nature amongst these elements, we are the most comfortable, and our bodies heal naturally. So those are the ways you can ground. If you are fond of essential oils, sandalwood and rose, these two essential oils are extremely grounding. So having these incenses in the form of incense or oils in your home, or even room sprays I tend to stay away from because they have chemicals. But good quality essential oils are really good for your for your space. It helps you keep grounded and safe. So the three oils: olive, rose, and sandalwood. You can even put a combination of these three in your burners, or the water incense stuff. So just put a drop each and just let it be in your home for the rest of the day, just as a good energy, and you feel calm. You generally and naturally feel very, very calm. If you've just spoken to someone in India who's going through a hard time, this will help not affect you. And it's very important, I mean, much as we all feel and feel bad for everything that is going on, it's very important to keep our own mental health fine, so to not get affected by these constant thoughts which can bring us down. So grounding, olive oil, burning incenses, all these things are really good. Cracking your windows when you're talking to someone, or going out and talking to someone, so that your home does not capture that energy. All these things are really good things these days to practice. Any questions?
Sarla aunty, can you unmute yourself?
She
Sarla
cannot.
aunty,
Can she hear?
we can't hear you. Sarla aunty, unmute कीजिए. Until she does that, anybody else has a question? Unmute yourself and ask the question. I had to mute everybody so that we could hear Kanika.
Sarlaji, you have to unmute yourself.
I don't think she can hear.
No, she can hear us.
She'll need help. Somebody needs to help her. Until then, anybody else has a question?
Okay.
So I do actually have one question, Kanika. You said for grounding, walk on the lawn. Is it like 5 minutes, 1 minute, or how long?
It doesn't matter, as long as you can. Usually I try to tell my kids to just run in the grass for about 10-15 minutes. The longer you do it, the more benefits you get. Even if you go for a walk in the woods, that's just very calming and nice. Just try to not have your phone with you. Hear the chirping of the birds, the leaves swing in the wind. All those things are positive. It doesn't matter how long you do it. It's better to do it for 1 minute than not do it at all. It's better to do it for 15 minutes than to do it for 5 minutes. So as long as you can push it, it's great.
I think Sarlaji can. Sarlaji, go ahead.
हाँ, मैं पूछ रही थी कि जो आपने लौंग बताए हैं रखने के लिए, वो किसी चीज में डाल के डालने हैं या ऐसे ओपन?
नहीं आंटी, आप उसको किसी चीज में डाल लो, किसी कपड़े में डाल लो, पोटली में डाल लो, बट वो कपड़े का होना चाहिए या वुल का होना चाहिए.
अच्छा, और जोड़ा जोड़ा लौंग डालना है?
जोड़ा जोड़ा, दो या 4 या 6।
हाँ।
और जैसे आप अपने पिल्लो के नीचे रख सकते हो डायरेक्टली, बट कभी कभी वो स्टेन कर देता है, तो हैंकी में डाल के पिल्लो के नीचे रख सकते हो, बिकॉज वो रात को आपको बुरी
और
नजर
आपने
से
जो
बचाएगा।
माथे पे लगाने के लिए बोला, वो कैसे बोला?
वो आंटी तेल जो होता है लौंग का तेल,
तेल,
लौंग का तेल मिलता है Amazon में। I'll send you a link, Sayali, so you can pass it on. In fact, if you add me in the group, I'll send a lot of information and links where you can get the right stuff.
Sure.
तो आंटी मैं एक लिंक भेजूंगी Amazon में, उस लिंक से आपको वो लौंग का तेल, वो बहुत अच्छा तेल है, प्योर तेल है। I've been using it for many years and it's really good. बच्चों के माथे पे लगा दो, अपने माथे पे लगा दो, पूजा करने।
पहले हम दांतों में लगाया करते थे, दर्द होती थी तो लौंग का तेल यूज किया करते थे पुराने जमाने में, तो वो हमें याद है। और बाकी जब
एंटीवायरल है तो वायरस नहीं आता है उससे, वायरस तो इसीलिए वो दर्द भी कम होती है उससे। यू नो इट्स एंटीवायरल, इट्स गॉट रियली गुड प्रॉपर्टीज।
और जब हम जोत जलाते हैं तो एक जोड़ा लौंग का लेकर हम
बिल्कुल
माँ को जलाते हैं, लौंग का जोड़ा हम जलाते हैं उस पे। तो इसका मतलब इसका भी रोज ही जलाया जाए जोत के ऊपर पूजा के टाइम,
बिकॉज फिर उससे आपको उसकी जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी इंसेंस की या उसकी। तो आप अगर जोत के अंदर देसी घी के अंदर एक जोड़ा डाल देते हो लौंग का, तो
एक जोड़ा लौंग और एक जोड़ा छोटी इलायची हम डालते हैं, दोनों चीजें जलाते हैं।
दोनों चीजें अच्छी हैं। Our ancestors have really good remedies.
बस ये पूछना था मैंने कहा, तो पर्स में भी रख के जाए, जब जाए अपने पर्स में भी लौंग रखें।
पर्स में रखो। जब आप बाहर जाते हो तो तेल को कॉटन में डिप करके अपने नॉस्ट्रल्स या हाथ से भी टच करके नॉस्ट्रल्स के दोनों तरफ लगा दो, ताकि यू आर ब्रीदिंग इन द राइट यू नो द प्योर एयर।
एक और चीज मैं कई सालों से यूज कर रही हूँ, जितने हमारे वुलन कपड़े होते हैं, मैं वुलन कपड़े हो चाहे कोई हो, मैं उनमें लौंग डालती हूँ हमेशा। आज तक मैंने कभी फिनाइल यूज नहीं की। जितने भी मेरे घर में जो मैं अब छोड़ के आई हूँ इंडिया में भी, जो मेरे कपड़े हैं, सब जगह मैं कॉर्नर में, हर ट्रंक के अंदर, बॉक्स के अंदर, अलमारियों के कॉर्नर लौंग की पोटलियां रख देती हूँ। आज तक कोई कपड़ा नहीं कटा।
आप पहले से ही फंग शुई कर रहे हो।
कई सालों से हम कनिका हमने कभी फिनाइल यूज नहीं की, कुछ नहीं। मेरे कपड़ों को कभी आज तक कीड़ा नहीं लगा, ना किसी अलमारी में।
सो पावरफुल, हम लोगों को पता ही नहीं है। We underestimate our own kitchen.
और हमें ये पता नहीं था, हम बस यूज करते आते इग्नोरेंटली, जो भी समझो, हमें दिमाग में ये नहीं है। लेकिन हमें ये पता है किसी कॉर्नर में भी एक कीड़ा, मच्छर, कॉकरोच कुछ नहीं आता।
बिल्कुल
कनिका, मैं भी तुमको यही शेयर करने जा रही थी, जो इन्होंने कहा कि मैं अपनी सिल्क साड़ीज, हैवी साड़ीज जिसमें हम फिनाइल नहीं रख सकते हैं, उसमें मैं ये पोटलियां बना के लौंग की रखती थी, और उनको कभी कुछ नहीं हुआ, खराब नहीं हुआ। लेकिन ये जो तुमने जोड़ा वाला पार्ट बोला, वो अभी पता लगा। जोड़ा ऐसे रख देते थे।
लौंग का टिप भी इंटैक्ट, वो जो गोला होता है उसके ऊपर, जिसको उसका सर बोलते हैं, टिप भी इंटैक्ट होना चाहिए, और हमेशा जोड़े में। एंड इफ यू कीप इट, अब देखो साड़ियां नहीं खराब होती, कपड़े नहीं खराब होते,
कुछ नहीं है, मुट्ठी भर के रख देती थी। Exactly. This is so good. So good.
I have a question. I wanted to ask her. She says वो दो long, like keep them on each side of the west, east, south, round the house. तो वो भी किसी चीज में डाल के रखते
नहीं, वो डायरेक्टली आप मिट्टी के अंदर डाल दो, या ऐसे भी छोड़ दो तो भी ठीक है। मिट्टी के अंदर डालोगे तो वो हिलेंगे नहीं, यू नो। सो यू कैन जस्ट डिग, वो हाथ से अगर आप थंब से उसको प्रेस कर दोगे तो वो मिट्टी के अंदर चला जाएगा। इफ यू आर लिविंग इन अ कॉन्डो, तो अपने घर के चारों कॉर्नर्स में आप पोटली डाल के रख सकते हो। इफ यू डोंट हैव यू नो अ यार्ड, तो आप उसको अपने कॉन्डो में 2 या 4, बट यू कीप चेंजिंग इट एवरी 100 days। अगर आप घर के अंदर पोटली में रखते हो, या अपने पर्स में रख रहे हो, या पिल्लो के नीचे रख रहे हो, सो ट्राई टू 2-3 महीने में उसको रिप्लेस करके नया वाला डाल दो। और ये जो पुराना लौंग है, दिस मस्ट नॉट बी इनसाइड द हाउस एनीमोर। इसको आप बाहर किसी पौधे के अंदर या कहीं बाहर डिस्पोज ऑफ कर दो।
नहीं, हम तो जो साबुत लौंग है वो तो देवी पे जोत पे जलाते हैं, जो टूटे फूटे होते हैं हम वो भी पोटलियां बना के हम रख देते हैं कपड़ों में, हम जितने भी होते
हैं। में आंटी रखना ठीक है, लेकिन फॉर फंग शुई रीजंस इट्स बेटर कि टूटा हुआ ना हो लौंग और पूरा इंटैक्ट हो, क्योंकि उसको लौंग का सर कहा जाता है। इन फंग शुई वी कॉल इट द हेड ऑफ द क्लोव। अगर वो हेड नहीं होगा तो उसका पूरा बेनिफिट नहीं होगा। कपड़ों में तो ठीक है, यू नो,
थैंक यू।
from to not waste it, it's better to put it, I put it in my
वो
chai
तो-
जो टूटे हुए होते हैं,
वो तो चाहे हम गरम मसाले में डाल देते हैं, चावलों में डाल देते हैं, वो तो उसमें यूज कर लेते हैं। तो वो तो थैंक यू वेरी मच, ये लौंग का इतना आपने बताया।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल आंटी। now I want to talk about taking care of your eyes.
Yes.
All of us are watching a lot of TV and news and all of these things these days, and जो वायरस है वो भी आंखों के थ्रू जा सकता है अंदर। सो देयर आर 2 थिंग्स यू कैन डू। सुबह सुबह बिल्कुल आइस कोल्ड वाटर से अपने आंखों में पानी डालना, इट्स वेरी गुड। एंड द सेकेंड थिंग इज, सो आवर हैंड्स, आवर पाम्स हैव चक्रास। जैसे हमारी बॉडी के अंदर 7 चक्रास हैं, हमारे हर पार्ट में छोटे छोटे चक्र हैं। So our palms have very powerful chakras. तो आपने कभी देखा होगा पेट में दर्द होती है तो हम हाथ पेट पे रख लेते हैं। अगर बहुत सारा खाना खा लिया तो we rub our tummy with because intuitively हम उन चक्रों का यूज कर रहे हैं to heal our body. कहीं चोट लग जाती है तो हम फटाफट उसको ऐसे कवर कर लेते हैं हाथ से, because our hands have healing properties. So what you can do to take care of your eyes is by cupping your eyes like this for at least 1 minute a day. इस तरीके से कप्स बना के एक लेफ्ट पे और एक राइट पे, इससे उन चक्रों का बेनिफिट हमारी आंखों में जाता है। सो आवर आईसाइट, इट्स गुड फॉर आवर आईसाइट, इट्स गुड टू हील इट, या इट्स गुड टू प्रोटेक्ट इट। सो ऑल ऑफ दोज थिंग्स आर वेरी बेनिफिशियल। सो जस्ट कपिंग योर हैंड्स and putting your hands on the eyes for just 1 minute a day. ये करने के इतने ज्यादा benefits हैं that it's my personal success story. I got glasses 2 years back. I got a power of 1.5 and 1 in my eyes because I was always on the computer. And I started doing this, and now my eyesight is completely 20/20 again. It's really amazing how powerful our body is and how we can self heal. हमें बाहर की चीजों की जरूरत ही नहीं है. We don't need outside medicine. We have everything in our body to heal ourselves. So for example, if you are not feeling well, अगर आपको लगता है कि आपको गले में दर्द हो रही है, या you are starting to feel a little unwell, take deep breaths. Take a long deep breath, hold it for as long as you can, and then release it through your mouth. Breathe through your nose. Hold it for as long as you can. Like, I know I told this to my father. He has been able to hold it for 60 seconds, almost more than 60 seconds at a stretch, and then release through your mouth. इससे आपकी पूरी बॉडी बैलेंस हो जाएगी. Your whole, आपकी बॉडी के अंदर जितनी चीजें हैं which are not jiving well, whether it's throat ache, earache, just negative thoughts, you are basically releasing all that. And if you do this for continuously 10 minutes a day, आपको कुछ छू ही नहीं सकता. There can be no problems. Our breath is so important. In yoga also, they really stress breathing a lot.
प्राणायाम जो करते हैं,
राइट।
नहीं, आपने जो हाथ का बोला, हाथ गर्म करके करनी है आंखों पर,
आप बस ऐसे थोड़ा सा रब करके मेक श्योर योर हैंड्स आर वॉश्ड। साबुन से हाथ धोने के बाद ही आप आंखों में लगाओ।
हाँ, इसको करतल प्राणायाम कहते हैं वैसे, जो आप बता रही हैं। करतल, कर मैंने हाथ, कर और तल, कर मीन्स हाथ, करतल प्राणायाम। हाँ, इसको तो अंग्रेजों ने भी बताया है।
हाँ, देखो, so this is all, whether it's Chinese therapies or Indian therapies, कहीं ना कहीं हमारे सबके ancestors वही same चीजें use करते आ रहे हैं, and it's very beneficial to our bodies. So now I want to actually go inside the house. Ye to tha ki how can we take care of ourselves with a few remedies here and there. How can you protect your home, from anything that is not good for your home or your space? So feng shui mein there is something called the Trinity. जिस तरह हमारे गॉड्स में ट्रिनिटी है, वैसे फंग शुई में हमारे घर के अंदर एक ट्रिनिटी है, which is made out of kitchen, bathroom and bedroom. So these 3 rooms are the most important rooms in your home. So what can we do to keep these rooms in balance? So I will go over each section, and after each section we'll have a quick question answer session. So if you have any questions, please let me know. So the first thing is kitchen. So in kitchen is also called the wealth of the home. So one way to make sure your wealth is not draining out is by putting a mirror behind your stove. तो जैसे गैस स्टोव है, उसके पीछे आप एक शीशा लगा दो, तो शीशा लगाने से आप अपने स्टोव को या गैस रेंज को डबल कर देते हो. That means double wealth. So you are basically doubling, उसको बरकत बोलते हैं, गैस रेंज को बरकत बोलते हैं. So you're doubling your बरकत in the house. So that is one thing to make sure that your wealth is not draining out and you have enough in the house for everyone. The second remedy is कभी भी किचन में कुछ खराब मत रखो. जो चीज, कोई गैजेट है जो खराब हो गया है, या कोई टूटा हुआ कप है जिसका ऊपर से वो टूट गया है या थोड़ा सा चिप हो गया है, don't keep those things in the kitchen, because those things have broken energy. Those things have stagnant energy. So immediately dispose of things. If anything electric that is not working, उसको या ठीक करा दो या फेंक दो. कोई भी cups या plates टूटे हुए हैं या chipped हैं, throw them away. So just get rid of all that stuff. The other thing is keeping plants in kitchen is very good. So any plant, it doesn't matter आप कौन सा plant रख रहे हो, any plant is a good plant. So keeping a plant in the kitchen is very positive. अगर आपके kitchen में कोई घड़ी है, so make sure वो time ठीक देती है. Because if you have any clock in your kitchen or in the house which is not giving the correct time, that means you are living in past or future. कभी कभी हम ऐसा करते हैं कि हम अपनी घड़ी को 5 मिनट आगे कर लेते हैं कि टाइम सेव हो जाएगा. We have all been used to doing that. Don't do that. Neither in your car nor in your home. The clock or the watch should always show the accurate time. That means you are living in the present moment. You are not living in future and you're not living in past. अगर आपकी घड़ी पीछे चल रही है because of daylight saving, 1 घंटा पीछे है या 1 घंटा आगे है या आप उसे adjust नहीं करते, that means you will constantly keep worrying about the past, or you will constantly keep worrying about the future. So your clocks and watches should always show the accurate time. The other thing is clutter. So it's very normal. हम सबके घरों में वो एक drawer होता है जिसके अंदर सब कुछ जाता है. So try to keep things as organized as possible, because clutter has a very negative energy in the house. So try to keep things as organized. जितना कर सकते हैं उतना तो करें, जितना possible नहीं है उतना possible नहीं है. The other most important thing is that in your home must be a true reflection of yourself. A lot of times, people give us gifts जो हमें नहीं भी पसंद आते लेकिन किसी ने दिया है इसीलिए हम रख लेते हैं. Sometimes it's hand me down कि parents की चीजें हैं या बच्चों ने दिया है या कुछ है. If you do not like something, don't keep it in your space. अगर तो if you genuinely love it कि हाँ ये बहुत ही सुंदर piece है और ये टी सेट belong to my sister and I want to keep it as her memory, then it's fine. But if it is something जो आपको चुभता है कि आपके घर के डेकोर के साथ नहीं जा रहा but मुझे रखना है because उन्होंने इतने प्यार से दिया है, keep it away, lock it away or donate it. It's totally fine, guilt free, give it away because it's not reflecting your home and your space and yourself. So Those are the tips for kitchen. Anybody has any questions?
Yeah, actually, I was just thinking, you pointed out that don't keep टूटे हुए बर्तन या कुछ भी, लेकिन हमारा पहले से ये है, स्पेशली इंडियन फैमिलीज में, कि कुछ भी टूटा भी हो फिर भी हम उसको रीयूज कर लेते हैं, या कुछ ना कुछ इस्तेमाल कर ही लेते हैं, कोई भी चीज फेंकते नहीं है. तो how does that fit into it? Because I have cups which I might use to keep pens, या कुछ और उसका यूज कर लूंगी, लेकिन वो घर में ही रहेंगे.
That is a very good question, Sayali. You know what? If you have to repurpose something, keep it outside your home. उसको घर के अंदर मत रखो. अगर कोई कप टूटा हुआ है उसमें मिट्टी डाल के पौधा डाल दो, पर उसे बाहर रखो घर के. If you feel like it's such a beautiful piece, और मैं ना इसको फेंकना नहीं चाहती. कई बार हमारे पास कुछ ऐसी मूर्तियां होती हैं भगवानों की जो थोड़ी सी चिप हो जाती हैं, but we don't want to, we can't throw it away and we can't give it away because we have memories with it. ऐसी अगर कोई भी चीज है तो अपने डेक पे, अपनी बालकनी में उसको ब्यूटीफुली डेकोरेट करके you can repurpose it. It should not be inside your home because it's giving broken energy. तो अगर आप टूटी हुई चीजें घर में रखते हो, आपके ड्रीम्स टूट सकते हैं, आपकी होप्स टूट सकती हैं, आपकी एस्पिरेशंस टूट सकती हैं, because this is the energy, our home is a reflection of us. So if we have broken things inside our house, we will feel broken on some level, we'll feel distressed, or आप ये करके देखो, आज अपने किचन से, अपने घर से, if there is anything broken, just keep it outside or give it away and see how light you will feel. You will suddenly start feeling very different about being in your own space. So that's a great question, Sayali. Any other questions?
Can you expand on the mirror next to the stove? I was a little confused exactly where you placed it.
I was about to ask the same thing, कि while you are cooking and heat की वजह से अगर mirror गर्म हो जाए, it can be break?
No, it will not break. I have a mirror behind my stove, and I will send you all a picture of it. मैंने उस शीशे के ऊपर एक श्रीयंत्र लगाया है. So I have pasted the श्रीयंत्र on top of a mirror. श्रीयंत्र is also a very powerful yantra to keep in the house. Heat will not affect the mirror at all. In fact, the mirror will not only double your wealth, but it will also help you. So you can see कि पीछे कौन है, it gives you a very powerful position जहां से पीछे से people don't attack you anymore. जो होता है ना, पीछे से लोग sometimes attack you symbolically. You can see who is behind you. You are more in control of your situation. So mirror has double positive here.
That's funny.
So is it necessary to have it on your stove, or it can be anywhere in the kitchen?
No, it has to reflect your stove. That's important. The other thing is कि जैसे कभी-कभी क्या होता है कि हमारे we have multiple burners and we tend to use only 2 or 1 over and over again. It's very important that all the burners are used at all times, because that means आप अपने पूरा, you're not using your full potential as a human or as a person in your profession. Make sure अगर आपने नहीं भी यूज करने बाकी burners, तो सुबह 20 सेकंड के लिए सारे ऑन कर दो, so that at least they are burning for some time. So that is another kitchen tip.
But like if you have like a stove top, kind of like a stove top, where would you put mirror there? Because it's on the counter.
So
when
if
you have
don't have anything behind, if you don't have a wall behind your stove, you cannot put it basically.
Okay.
So then you cannot do it. So it basically has to reflect the stove. But if you don't have a wall, that means you're already rich enough. You don't need to double anything.
अच्छा, एक बात और बताइए कि गाड़ी के अंदर लौंग कहाँ रखने चाहिए?
गाड़ी के अंदर actually that's a very good question. आपका जो the door that you sit on, ideally अगर आप लौंग रखते हो तो it should be balanced. अगर लेफ्ट डोर पे रख रहे हो तो राइट डोर के कॉर्नर में भी रखो, अगर पीछे रख रहे हो तो दूसरे में भी रखो. सो ईदर कीप इट ऑन 2 डोर, वो जो डोर स्लॉट्स होते हैं, यू कैन पुट इट ओवर देयर, एंड पीछे के भी 2 डोर स्लॉट्स में, ईदर कीप इट ऑन 2 or 4.
Thank you.
All right. Now we will head to our bedroom, which is the second part of the home trinity. And basically, bedroom is considered very important because when we are sleeping, we are actually, some people say in China कि हमारी spirit हमारी body से निकल जाती है when we are sleeping. So we are very vulnerable to things around us. So how do we keep ourselves safe and protected when we are sleeping? So few things to do in the bedroom are कि there should be no mirror in the bedroom. Because mirror is considered a black hole. Mirror and TV in the bedroom is not a good idea. अगर आपके bedroom में TV या mirror है तो आप उसको cover करके रखें. You know, जैसे remember how our ancestors used to do it कि वो TV को cover करके कपड़े से रखते थे, एक crochet cloth से, या you know, शीशे को cover करके रखते थे.
बिल्कुल.
That is because those things are considered a black hole while sleeping. They give you bad dreams. And they hamper the quality of your sleep. So ideally ये दोनों चीजें होनी ही नहीं चाहिए, लेकिन अगर हैं तो आप इनको cover करके रखें. The second thing in the bedroom is that when you are sleeping, your head, your crown chakra must be in the north. You know, that is the best position to sleep. Now that may or may not be possible कि कभी कभी हमारे बेड्स इस तरह से सिचुएटेड होते हैं कि हम नहीं नॉर्थ पे सो सकते. So if north is not possible, I think northwest is a good position or west is a good position. Your feet should not be in alignment with the door. That is a no-no. जब आप सोते हो आपके पैर और आपका जो डोर है वो एक सिधाई में नहीं होना चाहिए. You know, that is not a good way to sleep. And yes, when you are on your bed, you should be able to see the door. कभी-कभी ऐसा होता है कि when we are on our bed, we cannot see the door of the room when we are sitting on the bed. That is not a good position. Ideally, आपको अपने कमरे की doors and windows सब दिखनी चाहिए when you are on the bed. That is the best way to sleep. In your bedroom, do not charge your cell phones. Cell phones should always be charged in a different room. रात को आप अपने cell phones अपने night stand के ऊपर बिल्कुल charge करने मत रखें, because we are most vulnerable to energy at that time, and the EMF, the electromagnetic field that the cell phones create, really go deep inside our brains and it hampers it. So no charging of cell phones or computers in the bedroom, no mirror or no TV in the bedroom. If you have it, cover it, and sleeping with your head towards the north, and do not have your feet in alignment to the door. These are the few things to keep in mind when you are in your bedroom. Any questions?
कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि रात को, जैसे आपने बोला कि हमारी आत्मा निकल जाती है सोल, तो कहते हैं पानी का गिलास जरूर रखना चाहिए ओपन, क्योंकि जब भी कभी आत्मा को प्यास लगती है कि उसको कहीं पानी नहीं मिलता, तो पानी पीना, रात को एक गिलास पानी का बाहर रखना चाहिए बेडरूम में जहाँ आप सोते हैं. आई डोंट नो कि ठीक है अगर.
I also don't know, but आपने बताया तो I will definitely do it. I do keep a bottle of water. We all do keep some kind of water on our bedside. तो I think वो वहीं से शुरू हुआ होगा कि हमारे स्पिरिट को रात को पानी चाहिए, and eventually हम ही पी लेते हैं वो पानी.
नहीं, वो कहते हैं कभी कभी हमारा दिल घबराता है, हमें प्यास लगती है, कुछ भी है, तो वो सोल जो है वो काम पूरा कर देती है.
अच्छा, that's a very nice thought, auntie. I have not heard of it, but that's why I like to talk to you all, because इतनी information मिलती है. At a very young age, I lost all my grandparents. तो कभी उनसे सीखने को या उनकी पुरानी बातें सुनने को मिला नहीं. So it's really nice that you are sharing all these things, because it makes me feel कि हम जो भी आजकल कर रहे हैं कहीं ना कहीं इसकी roots पीछे बनी हुई हैं. You know, we are connected with our ancestors. या ये सब चीजों में कहीं ना कहीं science है. So thank you for sharing that.
Any other questions?
Kanika, I want to just make it very clear about this alignment of feet. You said, na? It should not be with the door. So when I'm sleeping and my feet are towards the door. So what, it should not be that way? What is the alignment means?
There are two things. एक तो है कि आपके feet जब आप सोते हो तो आगे दीवार बिल्कुल सामने क्या है, दीवार है या दरवाजा?
नहीं, बिल्कुल सामने तो क्लोजेट है और जरा सा साइड में दरवाजा है.
हाँ, वो ठीक है. That is fine. हाँ, that is fine. Sometimes what happens is कि bedroom का दरवाजा बिल्कुल बीच में होएगा and our bed is right over there. So when you are sleeping, तो वो हमारे पैर बिल्कुल दरवाजे की सिधाई में है. वो नहीं होना चाहिए. अगर वैसा होता है, it's very important कि आप अपने दरवाजे पे एक मिरर लगा दो, so that it's reflected back.
Okay.
So you are not usually a mirror is not good in bedroom, but this is the only exception where if you are in total alignment of the door, तो आप वहां पे एक मिरर लगा दो कि जो भी वो ची पास हो रही है वो रिफ्लेक्ट बैक हो जाए, so that your feet are not in alignment anymore with the door.
Thank you.
अभी तो आपने कहा कि बेडरूम में मिरर नहीं होना चाहिए.
आंटी,
नहीं, वही तो बता रहे हैं, the only situation.
This is the only time. ये सिर्फ एक ही ऐसा केस है जब बेडरूम में मिरर ठीक होता है, और वो भी बहुत छोटा सा, you know, like we don't, वो जो sticky mirrors आते हैं, we can just paste that on the back of the door. Usually ऐसा होता नहीं है कि we are in direct alignment. यहाँ पे US में जो घर बने हैं, they are usually door उनका जो है बिल्कुल साइड में होता है, और
साइड में, हाँ, साइड.
बट कई घरों में, पुराने घरों में where I have done feng shui, बहुत पुराने घरों में ऐसा था कि दरवाजा बिल्कुल बीच में था and the bed was kept right behind it. So only in those situations can we put a small sticky mirror behind the door. वो भी बड़ा mirror नहीं, छोटा सा. But that's the only exception.
Can you talk a little bit, unless anybody else has any question, please raise your hand. Yeah, Asha aunty, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, we are ready.
पहले जमाने में लोग कहते थे कि हमको अपना पैर साउथ की तरफ करके नहीं सोना चाहिए. तो ये क्या मतलब, ये गलत है कि ठीक है?
आंटी, it doesn't matter. Feng shui और वास्तु बहुत अलग है when it comes to the direction of feet. अगर आपने ये कहीं किसी इसे सुना है, whom you trust, because कितनी information है जो हम लोग सुनते हैं and then we get confused. Even in feng shui there are 8 different schools. It's very important to stick to one school of thought, because अगर हम थोड़ा सा वास्तु, थोड़ा सा feng shui, थोड़ा सा यहाँ से थोड़ा सा खिचड़ी बन जाएगी and we will be totally confused. So if you trust the source, I would say believe it. If I have not heard it, तो मुझे नहीं पता. feng shui में ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि साउथ की तरफ पैर नहीं होना चाहिए. I think it's from
इसका मैं बताती हूँ. साउथ की तरफ पैर नहीं होने चाहिए, क्योंकि एनर्जी जो है वो साउथ और साउथ से टकराती है ना, कहते हैं क्या होती है, नॉर्थ और साउथ दूर करती है. तो इसलिए हमारे पैर दक्षिण की तरफ है, तो नीचे पृथ्वी है, वो साउथ है. साउथ और साउथ मिलने नहीं चाहिए आपस में, नहीं तो वो एनर्जी दूर हो जाती है. इसलिए कहते हैं नहीं होना चाहिए. नॉर्थ और साउथ अलग अलग होने चाहिए, क्योंकि एनर्जी का लेवल अलग हो जाता है, और कुछ नहीं.
अच्छा,
नहीं, रादर
hello, there's one point why, if I know, if I have heard correctly, because when the person dies, they keep him with the feet towards south. So इसलिए that is what this old thing is coming up. That's what I have heard from my grandma.
That makes sense.
नहीं, बल्कि मैंने तो ये सुना कि साउथ की तरफ हेड करके नहीं सोते हैं, which you said rightly, that नॉर्थ की तरफ सिर करना है, साउथ की तरफ हेड नहीं करना. हाँ, क्राउन चक्र.
So that is, you know, ये भी कहते हैं कि बेसमेंट में नहीं सोना चाहिए, because when we die we are buried under the earth. So you know, sleeping in the basement is not a good idea. If you have a bedroom there, then make sure you have a bamboo plant there, because bamboo upholds the energy, you know, it uplifts the energy. So that is also one of the things according to feng shui, that when you sleep, do not sleep in the basement. If you have a guest room there, or if you are in somebody's house jahan pe they have you sleep in the basement, so again having a bamboo plant is a good idea. Ab aap kisi ko bol to sakte nahi ki aap please ek bamboo plant yahan rakho hamare liye. So you know, I think for 1 or 2 nights it's fine, but if you are staying somewhere long term where you have to stay in a basement, it's better to acquire a bamboo plant, wo jo chota sa plant hota hai with lots of shoots. To have it in the bedroom is a good idea. So yeah, that's the, but how many of you know, it's not possible to not sleep in the basement, because there are times when we have to you know, as a guest, or if there are guests in our house sometimes. So that is the other thing about bedrooms that
so Kanika, can you briefly talk about the color of the bedroom, or is that important? I know it's a big topic.
So like I said initially, that our house is divided into 9 sections. The 8th one is the center of the home, the 9th one is the center of the home, which is yellow. तो डिपेंड करता है कि आपका बेडरूम कौन से कहाँ पे आता है, you know. So it really depends upon the Bagua map. Basically what I do as a feng shui consultant is I ask people for the blueprint of their home and I will superimpose the Bagua, वो Bagua map जो मैंने आपको दिखाया ये, I will put it on top of their blueprint like this with the entrance in the front, and that tells me कि उनका bedroom कहाँ पे है और उस पे क्या color होना चाहिए. But typically, anything which is red or pink is a good thing to have in the bedroom. So if you don't know कि आप बागुआ में आपका घर आपका bedroom किस situation में आता है, किस position में आता है, going with pastel pinks or dull reds or maroons, these are really good colors for the bedroom. The other really important thing in a bedroom is that everything in the bedroom should be in doubles, because it's supposed to be the space of a couple. Even if you are single, it's good to have double things in the bedroom. So अगर आपके एक तरफ टेबल है तो दूसरी तरफ भी टेबल होना चाहिए. It should not be just on one side. अगर आपकी एक तरफ लैंप है तो दूसरी तरफ भी लैंप होना चाहिए. You know, you should have pillows in doubles. So either 2 pillows on the bed or 4 pillows or 6, you know, depending upon like that. So keeping things in the bedroom in doubles really helps with the relationship energy. That means that you are equal partners in the house and the house is not dominant towards one person. So if you ever feel ki you are not being heard in a relationship, or you are not you know, you're not being valued enough, correcting this thing in your bedroom can greatly help, keeping things in doubles.
That makes sense, right?
Just to me.
Great.
So if anybody has any questions about bedroom?
Yeah, गेस्ट नीचे के बेडरूम में रुक सकते हैं ना, गेस्ट जो आए अगर, उनके लिए तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
नहीं, प्रॉब्लम लॉन्ग टर्म में होती है. मोर देन 7 days इट्स नॉट अ गुड आइडिया. अगर कोई आपके घर में बेसमेंट में more than 7 days है तो bring a bamboo plant. Bamboo plant तो वैसे ही basement में रख दो. You know, it's always nice to have bamboos in basement because they uplift. तो वो जो, if you have a walkout basement, then it's not considered under the earth.
Okay.
But if you do not have a walkout basement, then it's considered under the earth.
I have a question. You just said that when we sleep, it should be preferably, head should be towards north.
Ji.
If head is towards north, the feet will be towards south only or no?
Auntie, would depend karta hai. Not necessarily. You know, you could be sleeping, you don't always sleep like this. Maybe your bed is like this. Maybe your bed is like this. You know, agar ye north hai, तो हो सकता है कि आपका बेड इस पोजीशन में है. You know, आपके घर का बेड और यहाँ आपका दरवाजा है and it's like this. Not all the time will you be aligned with north and south. There's always a possibility that the direction of feet is in a different place. But I have not heard of feet not being in south. So I don't know enough about that part, but agar aapka belief hai, like I said, if you've heard from some trustful source, then I'm nobody to contest it.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions about the bedroom? We can head to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay. The third part of our home trinity is our bathroom. So, you know, this is really interesting. I'm currently writing a book on feng shui, and just yesterday I was writing about the bathroom section, and it's so funny that it just came in my mind that हमारे पुराने घरों में इंडिया में bathroom always used to be outside the house. You remember that?
Yes.
Nannies, dadis. Bathroom was never a part of the home. It was always in the backyard या घर से थोड़ा सा अलग. In my nanny's house in Dharamshala, I'm from Dharamshala, the bathroom was outside the house, but उनका एक रात को यूज करने वाला बाथरूम था जो घर के अंदर था, which nobody was allowed to use during the day, and she was very particular about it that bathroom जाना है सुबह के टाइम पे तो बाहर जाना है, अंदर वाला बाथरूम सिर्फ रात के लिए है, you know, in case somebody has an emergency, you don't want to go all the way in the backyard. So that's how inauspicious bathrooms were considered back then. Aajkal, they're almost a spa in the house, you know, with candles and, you know, with bubble baths and tubs and rose petals. We have completely changed the concept of bathrooms, which is a great change and a very positive change based off of what we have seen in the past. Now, the reason bathroom was not a part of the house was because it is supposed to be very negative. The energy of the toilet is considered very negative for the house. And pehle jo toilet seats hoti thi, they were you know, the squatty potties jo Indian style hoti thi, jinko hum cover nahi kar sakte the lid se. So it was always preferable to have bathrooms outside the house because that energy is considered extremely negative for the energy of the house. So a few things to keep in mind about the bathroom is always keep the lid closed, especially while flushing. It's very important to not to have the lid open because it's considered that it drains your wealth. So if you feel कि पैसे की कमी है आपके पास, आप अपना टॉयलेट सीट बंद करना शुरू कर दो, you will stop having that drained feeling, because bathrooms are supposed to drain wealth, drain health, and that is why traditionally they were not considered a part of the main home. The other thing is always keep the bathroom door closed, always. The bathroom door should never be, especially if it's an attached bathroom to the bedroom, it's very important that the bathroom door is always closed. The best colors for bathroom are reds, earthy colors like browns, you know, maroons. All the fire and earth colors are very good for the bathroom. Blue and black are not good colors because they are considered the colors of water, blue and black. तो पहले ही इतना पानी है बाथरूम में, आप और पानी नहीं ऐड करना चाहते. You have to reduce, you know, you have to balance it out with fire. So colors of red and orange are colors of fire. Colors of brown and, you know, yellow, those are colors of earth. So these are the good colors to keep in bathroom, which will help balance up your bathroom. The other thing is always have a plant in the bathroom.
Meeting going on. I'm attending that. What?
The colors, the plants in the bathroom are usually the succulents, you know, those kinds which can withhold the dampness. You don't want to keep plants जो बिल्कुल moisture से damp, sunlight के बिना खराब हो जाएंगे. Always keep plants which can withhold the dampness in the bathroom. That brings me to a very to another plant, cactus. Cactus should never be kept inside the house. Cactus and bonsai, two plants should never be a part of your home, because cactus means thorny, and it means thorny relationships and thorny health. And bonsais are stunned in growth. उसका मतलब है आपकी growth नहीं होगी उस घर में. So cactus and bonsai, two plants, always outside the house, never inside. Ideally, they shouldn't be even a part of your space. But if you really are in love with them, make sure that they're not inside your house. The other thing about the bathroom is unpopped corn. So you know, वो popcorn which is not popped yet, जो हम microwave के अंदर डालते हैं, जो corn yellow वाला होता है, keeping it in a bowl in the bathroom is very positive for wealth. You know, it's really nice to have unpopped corn in the bathroom, and that helps with retention of wealth and health in the bathroom. So these are the pointers for bathroom. Any questions?
You said succulent plants to keep in the bathroom. So succulent plants are these cactus only. Yeah, they are succulent plants also. Yeah, cactus.
Cactus. I'm so sorry. My dog is. I'll just take care of him while. Give me 1 second.
He wants to join. Yeah.
In the meantime, anybody else also, if you have questions, we have only few minutes left. So if you have any questions for Kanika, be ready to ask them.
मनी प्लांट तो सब जगह लगाया जा सकता है.
मनी प्लांट आप लगा सकते हो, as long as it can withhold the dampness in the bathroom, it's fine. You know, in fact, अगर आपके घर में कोई भी प्लांट है जो सूख रहा है या which is dying, immediately cut those leaves off.
Okay.
You know, don't keep any dead plants in the house. Don't try to not have any artificial plants in the house also, because artificial plants also have a very dead energy. So जितना आपका घर alive होगा, उतना वो vital होएगा, उतना ही वो खिलेगा, जितना sunlight आपके घर में आएगी. You know, just let your windows open, let your curtains open, let the light in, let the fresh air in. All these things will make your home very, very positive.
आपने कॉर्न बोला ना, कॉर्न रखने के लिए बाथरूम.
Unpopped corn, हाँ, not regular corn, unpopped, जो भी तक popped.
मक्की, मतलब ऐसी मक्की के दाने सिर्फ रखने हैं किसी चीज में भी. एक चीज आपने सब कुछ बताया, ये नहीं बताया पूजा रूम के बारे में, कुछ नहीं बताया.
आंटी आप पूछो, क्या पूछना आपको पूजा रूम के बारे में?
मतलब हम घर के अंदर 10 टॉयलेट्स बना देते हैं, एक भी पूजा रूम नहीं बनाते हैं.
बिल्कुल.
भगवान के
यहाँ के घरों में पूजा रूम का कॉन्सेप्ट ही नहीं है. पूजा रूम की there are a few things. Puja room should never be in the bedroom. Ideally, the most ideal place to have a puja room is your kitchen, जहाँ पे खाना बनता है. That is the best place to have puja, to do puja. Puja room should not be in the basement and not be on the upper level. Puja room should always be on the ground level. You know, जब आप अगर किसी क्लोजेट के अंदर आपने फॉर एग्जांपल पूजा का छोटा सा सेक्शन बनाया है, तो मेक श्योर कि वो सबसे ऊपर वाले खाने में आपने पूजा बनाई है. देयर शुड बी नथिंग अबव गॉड, यू नो. सो sometimes people just use a closet for puja, so that must be kept in mind. बाकी तो आपने बता ही दिया कि दिए के अंदर लौंग डालना चाहिए. That is an amazing tip.
Okay, great. Any other questions? Any other last minute questions? Dhanvanti aunty, you are muted. Dhanvanti
what
aunty,
direction should it be, the puja room?
Aunty, it doesn't matter. According to feng shui, the direction of puja room does not matter. It only matters कि आपने पूजा रूम कहाँ, कौन सी स्पेस में बनाया है. So living room भी आजकल, you know, because people have alcohol in the living room, it's better not to have puja room in the living room. It's better not to have it in the bedroom because it's a very private space. Kitchen is the most ideal place. Yeah, a completely different room can be a puja room. Puja room should never be in a guest room because कभी-कभी ऐसा होता है कि हमारे guest rooms use नहीं हो रहे तो हम वहाँ पे पूजा बना लेते हैं, which is fine. But then don't have guests there, you know, then completely make it a puja room.
वैसे कहते हैं ईस्ट में ईस्ट में कहते हैं होना चाहिए, सूरज की किरणें आनी चाहिए उधर, सूरज की रोशनी आनी चाहिए, मतलब ये कहते हैं। आई डोंट नो।
So that is
Okay, thank you.
Aunty, yeah.
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
पॉपकॉर्न रखते हैं तो किस लिए रखते हैं, ऐसा क्या रीजन क्या है?
तो अनपॉप्ड कॉर्न कहा जाता है कि वो अभी तक पॉप नहीं हुआ है। इसका मतलब whatever energy is going to be drained out, the unpopped corns will hold it. क्योंकि वो ग्रो कर जो उनको चाहिए अभी एनर्जी, यू नो, पानी की एनर्जी टू, so they hold it. So that is the reason keeping unpopped corn in the bathroom is a good idea. एक छोटे से wooden कटोरी में या शीशे की कटोरी में you can put unpopped corn and you can just hide it. You know, आप उसको किसी क्लोजेट के अंदर डाल दो या अपनी टॉयलेट सीट के पीछे रख दो. Any place is fine. But that's a really nice question. Very nice question. Ki why? Because the unpopped corn are not popped yet. They still need to be popped. So they hold on to the energy of the water.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so Kanika, as you can see, we have so much to learn from you, and we still have so many questions. And I think one session is not enough, so we will have you come again sometime.
Absolutely.
And we look forward to reading your book. So let us know when it comes out, and I'm sure many people will be interested in it.
Totally.
So before we say thank you to Kanika, anybody has any parting comments or thoughts?
Thank you, Kanika. It was just really wonderful.
It was so
very,
wonderful.
very useful
It was
and
so
practical
wonderful.
tips. Yeah.
Thank
God
you
bless
very
you.
much.
God bless you. We have been benefited a lot.
Thank you so much.
Kanika,
And
it
like
was
I
a
said,
wonderful. It's
even
very
now,
wonderful.
if you feel कि कोई question है, या you know, if you have any general questions about your home also, कि कुछ चीज है हम कहाँ रखें, हमारे पास एक बुद्धा का स्टैचू है हम कहाँ रखें, हमारे पास एक वाटरफॉल है हम उसे कहाँ रखें, हमारे पास एक फिश एक्वेरियम है हम उसे कहाँ रखें, any questions anytime, please feel free to reach out. I usually post a lot of blogs on my website. If you had a chance, तो बहुत सारी उसमें और ऐसी information और है about bunk beds, about where do you light the diya, what does water do, what is the effect of water in your space, कहाँ रखना चाहिए. All these are really good articles that I've written on my website. So read it, and anytime you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. And trust me, I am learning as much from you as you are learning from me. It's always a two-way street. So
you being so generous.
एक प्रॉब्लम आती है कि हमारी मूर्तियां जो
You being so generous.
जाती हैं, हम उनके लिए परेशान होते हैं, क्योंकि इंडिया में तो हम गंगा जी में बहा देते थे उनको, लेकिन यहाँ मूर्तियां कहाँ ले जाएं, वो जरा सा भी हाथ टूट गया उसको कहाँ रखें, हमने उसको बॉक्स के अंदर संभाल के रखा हुआ है, भाई जब जाएंगे देखी जाएगी क्या करेंगे, तो क्या करना चाहिए उन मूर्तियों का?
आंटी, दैट इज अ वेरी नाइस क्वेश्चन. आप उसे मंदिर में डोनेट कर दो. मंदिर में वो लोग ले लेते हैं टूटी हुई मूर्तियां. Somebody will take it and they have a way to recycle them. So donated in the mandir. Otherwise, like I said, कि अगर कोई ऐसी मूर्ति है जो बहुत प्यारी है और आप उसको नहीं देना चाहते, तो आप उसको एक ब्यूटीफुली अपने पॉट के अंदर डाल के बाहर उसके अंदर रख सकते हैं.
वो वही किया हुआ है, मैंने भी वही किया हुआ है, बाहर एक गमले के अंदर उसको रख दिया. लेकिन उसको हटा नहीं सकते क्योंकि कुछ टचिंग ऐसी चीजें होती हैं जो हम छोड़ नहीं सकते.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. And that is totally fine if it is a. I have a beautiful Nataraj statue, बहुत लोहे का बहुत बड़ा, which my father got for me from India, and वो in transit टूट गया, you know, तो leg broke, but it was so beautiful. तो मैंने उसको बाहर रखा हुआ है अपने घर के. And you know, I have made a nice landscape out of it कि उसके ऊपर एक light shine करती है तो रात में it looks nice, and I've planted some bushes around it. तो वो एक अपना ही एक छोटा सा मंदिर बाहर बन गया है, you know. So we can always repurpose and redo the things, provided broken things are not kept inside the house. That's the only thing we need to be.
या एक तरीका और है जो कि मैं कह रही, जो हमारे ग्राउंड में मिट्टी है उसको खोद कर उसमें उनको दबा दिया जाए, क्योंकि पुराने जमाने हम खोद से निकालते हैं तो अंदर से कई मूर्तियां निकलती हैं, कई खुदाई में हम हिस्ट्री पढ़ते हैं तो उनके अंदर से मूर्तियां ही मूर्तियां निकलती हैं, या तो उनको उस मिट्टी के अंदर बंद कर दिया जाए, वो ज्यादा बेटर है. क्योंकि जब गणेश जी की वो मूर्तियां होती हैं, 9 मूर्तियां हम गणेश जी की स्थापना करते हैं, तब उनको विसर्जन कहाँ किया जाए, नहीं कर सकते। तो लोग फिर यही करते हैं कि भी उनको एक मिट्टी में कॉर्नर में उनको दबा के रख दिया जाए, फिर उसके ऊपर प्लांट्स आ जाते हैं, घास जो भी आ जाए।
Kanika, can you repeat your website?
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah,
sorry.
नहीं, उसको हम ग्रुप में ही डाल देना वेबसाइट।
नहीं, Kanika, before we end, just say the website address, because this recording we will upload on our Asha USA YouTube channel, so people can go and hear it, and they will also get your website information.
Okay, so it's www.heavenearthfengshui.com. HeavenEarthFengshui.com.
But the other thing is, we talked about tomorrow, and I'm going to be at Mayo with my mom, so I won't be on the call.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay.
एक बार उन्होंने बताया था मंदिर में, हमें पुराने कैलेंडर होते हैं जो जितने भी, हम वो फेंक नहीं सकते, न डाल सकते। गुरुद्वारे में उन्होंने बताया कि इनको आप जला दीजिए, जलाने के बाद जो राख हो वो पौधों में डाल दीजिए।
बिल्कुल।
तो दूसरा, ये जो हम जोत जलाते हैं, इतनी जोतें इकट्ठी हो जाती हैं, उनको कूड़े में नहीं फेंकना चाहते, तो मैं जो करती हूँ, जो मुझे बताएगा, एक गमले में सारी इकट्ठी जला देती हूँ साल में एक बार। वो जो राख है वो मैं पौधों में डाल देती हूँ, गमलों के अंदर। इससे मेरे मन का वो वहम नहीं रहता कि मैंने फेंक दिया, कूड़े में जला दिया। तो इसलिए ये मेरा आइडिया है, बाकी आप देखिए।
नहीं, बिल्कुल ठीक है।
Rivka ji wanted to say.
Ask, unmute.
She's trying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sayali, can you put the her this thing on the on the on the website?
I'm going
her
to
website.
put the link, and I'm also going to add Kanika to Hum WhatsApp group so she can post information.
I will post some links of the oil from Amazon, and I can also add some more things.
Okay, I didn't even know that. And then also, I don't think the front